up, guys? Tilo here for the Parley. Here with Zachary Carter, still undefeated, like the announcer said. Zachary, you were in a fight there with Ortega. You came out strong in the first round. You all the energy. You were connecting, but it was after that first round that we were seeing some issues. What happened in there?
Hey, I just had an opponent who was coming to knock me out. A lot of these opponents, they just here for the money. They just here for the money. Hey, I actually lost to Ortega my last amateur fight. My last amateur fight. So he was coming to win. He was coming to win. He was coming to knock me out. But hey, I had to stick to the game plan. Stay smart. I got hit a little bit too much. I'm gonna go back in the lab to fix that. But had to stay smart. Stay on my P's and Q's, and I got the win.
One thing you did have is reach over him. So I was wondering as a boxing spectator, how were you going to use that reach? I felt there was moments that you were using it, and there was moments that you want to knock him out.
Yeah.
What did you learn from this fight, really, to go into the next one?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's the not forced knockout. Like, hey, I feel like the round I lost because I won 3-1 to all the judges. I feel like the round I lost was the third round because I was trying to force a knockout. I'm still young, I'm still dumb. I'm 21. I'm trying to go up in there and knock him out. But it's really just to pick my shots. Make sure I stay on the game plan. I don't got to force a knockout. A knockout would come if I stick with my tactics. But yeah, that's the biggest lesson I got is don't force a knockout.
You're 2-0. You're at the beginning of your career. What do you drive or do you derive stuff from other boxers to put in your game plan, or you just listen to your coaches and you follow what they say?
Man, my pops is my coach. So he's the mastermind to me. You feel me? He look at other boxers. Old school, new school. He look at other boxers, and we see what we can pick apart from other boxers to help me out. In my game. So we always studying. We always do film study, and we always work to improve my game.
Well, Zachary, you stay undefeated, as I mentioned earlier. Congratulations on your win. It was one of the best fights of the night. We'll see him soon.
Subscribe to Zachary Carter TV.